Ooh, the Secret Service bathroom drama. I'm like, what the heck happened there? What took a dookie so bad?
I've become addicted to the wacky stories inside edition covers, and I've got a spicy one for you that's fresh off the press. This bun is straight from the oven. It is brand spanking new. It's about a Secret Service agent who allegedly breaks into a hair salon to use the bathroom and then leaves everything unlocked with an alarm blaring, which summons two more authorities to go in there and just kind of hang out and take some mints before leaving. It is a baffling story, and I use the word allegedly here, even though there's security camera footage that show her going up to the door, putting tape over the camera, and then going into the facility. The only thing that's alleged at this point is whether or not she left a floater or just took a pee.
And controversy over what happened at a hair salon near a Kamala Harris event in
That's
Massachusetts.
kind of funny.
A Secret Service agent can be seen on surveillance video covering up the camera. Then EMS workers were spotted inside eating mints from the salon and reportedly using the bathroom. But the question is, did someone break in?
If you ask a tiny brain homunculus, the answer is a resounding
so
yes.
ridiculous.
I feel like there's no other explanation here because she is on camera grabbing a chair in order to boost herself up so she can tape over the security camera. Who does that if they have permission to use the facility to take a shit? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, it would be way less secret or way less weird if you just, use the bathroom. I don't think any sane person would be like, yeah, let me just tape it first and then go in to take a bathroom break. And the other one's eating mints? Excuse me?
And I couldn't help but giggle very hard when the other authorities show up and just start taking mints with the alarms blaring after the Secret Service agent busts in here. What else could possibly be the explanation for climbing up and covering the camera if she had permission? Oh, well, actually, she's a very shy pooper, and the frequency of the cameras interrupt her circadian rhythm, and it makes it hard for her to shit in public, so she did this in order to block all of the infrared 5G. So
He needs to stop because I'm pretty sure there are some people out there that actually think this way. He's making way too much of a compelling nut job case.
So she could, take a dump in peace.
Oh,
there's
man.
just nothing that makes sense. There's no explanation for why the Secret Service agent would climb and cover the camera if this was all by the book. Just a standard handshake agreement that you can go piss and shit in my toilet.
That's a Secret Service agent on the porch of a beauty salon. The agent
is
was part
so
of a detail
weird.
assigned to protect Kamala Harris when she appeared at a fundraising event in Pittsfield, Massachusetts 2 weeks ago. The salon was closed for the day. Now look, 2 minutes later, the agent returns and pulls a chair over. Then she climbs on top, tears off some tape,
Fascinating.
and covers the lens.
The Secret Service as a whole has been in some boiling hot water recently. Their reputation is worse than chickenpox right now for obvious reasons.
You could say it's going down the drain. I'm sorry, I can't help
The
myself.
Trump assassination attempt. Then we had the former Secret Service director make an absolute fool of herself at the hearing, a complete embarrassment, which then led to her stepping down from her position because she overdosed on cringe, and now this.
She overdosed on cringe. Dude, I'm not keeping up with these things. This is cool, funny drama. Oh, where do I sign on the Secret Service talk or I don't know.
The hits just keep coming. Now that's what I call music volume 55. This shit is crazy. And I'm not even talking about what came out of her ass. So the Secret Service is trying to make the claim that they had permission to be there, or at least they were under the impression that they had permission to be there, which I'm just going to say is a bunch of barnacles. That's some fucking horseradish right there. Nobody would cover the camera if they weren't doing anything wrong. That doesn't make any sense.
The beauty salon owner says when she opened her shop later that day, the lock on the door appeared to have been picked.
And when she checked her interior surveillance camera, she found this shocking scene. The alarm going off and two uniformed women one of them grabbing mints off the counter.
A source tells Inside Edition that the women were not, not Secret Service, but apparently were among local first responders working with the Secret Service team.
I love how the alarm is just blaring this entire time, and these two authorities show up, and you expect they'd be like trying to figure out what's going on.
I mean, one looked like she was on the phone.
Where are they at? You know, the Hamburglar just came in here and caused mayhem and left a whole number 2 in the toilet. We gotta find the culprit. But instead, what they're doing is just taking some mints. I guess they were under the impression that the alarm was the mint alarm that was welcoming them in to just grab some mints.
So, why did they enter the beauty shop? According to reports, to use the bathroom.
But even if they're not Secret Service agents, some are still blaming the embattled agency.
Secret Service agents broke in to that salon owner's place.
A Secret Service spokesman tells Inside Edition the agency has reached out to the beauty salon owner. Our personnel would not enter or instruct our partners to enter a business without the owner's
Of course
permission.
they wouldn't. What else are they supposed to say?
When I get permission to do something, I usually like to do it in the most suspicious fashion possible. So if I was invited to grab a necklace from a jewelry store in the display case, I would probably do that while wearing a ski mask and breaking the glass open with a big sledgehammer. What kind of fucking
triggering the alarm,
drivel is coming out of their mouth with this? What do you mean? The lock was picked, she covered the camera, the alarm is blaring. How was there any semblance of an understanding that this was a completely normal interaction where they had permission
there
to
isn't,
be there?
But what else are they supposed to say?
It's just a violation of this business owner's constitutional rights. This Secret Service agent didn't even need toilet paper in the bathroom because she was busy wiping her ass with the Constitution. This shit is so foul.
The president of the county ambulance service says the paramedics inside were using a bathroom they were told they could use by people in supposed authority.
How? The alarm is blaring. What did they think was going on there? A shardy party or something where everyone was just welcome to use the bathroom and the alarm was just to, get everyone's attention that, hey, this bathroom is available to just wreak havoc on?
Yep, of course.
How could anyone get the impression that this bathroom is totally open while the alarm is blaring the entire time and the business owner and nobody is even there to be seen? How do you get that impression?
We spoke to former Secret Service agent Jim Rathman.
Kind of funny.
Entering, using the bathroom, eating the candy, that part is not something that is normal and should not have happened.
Obviously, it shouldn't have happened. I can't imagine it's standard protocol here. No one's expecting the Secret Service agents to be wearing a diaper that they'll soil themselves in where they don't get bathroom breaks or something and they just have to hold it forever. But they're expecting some level of decorum where they can feel safe knowing that the Secret Service isn't just going to pick their locks to use their toilet. You know what I mean? A spokesperson reiterated that the personnel wouldn't enter or instruct partners to enter without owner's permission. They believed they had it here. They then offered to pay for damages, cleaning, or the business's private alarm bill. The owners said they were happy with the apology and it brought a level of accountability. However, they said, when they cleaned up, they left the tape on my camera and they left my back door completely unlocked. What could have happened in that hour and a half or 2 hours that you guys left the building unlocked? Which is a really good point. Yeah, thanks for doing the bare minimum of taking some level of accountability, even though you're trying to weasel your way out of just admitting that a Secret Service agent had the grumbly tummy and needed to use the bathroom immediately, so they picked a lock and broke in. That, to me, seems like the most likely explanation for all this, but I'm no crack shot detective.
I mean, they're never going to admit the fact that someone actually broke the law. They're like, they will handle it secretly, you know? Like, who would admit to that? The media would have a field day. It's better to just assume that something else was going on that was secret and, off limit. But anyway, they went to quote unquote clean their mess afterwards and left the door unlocked for 2 hours? Why?
Or anything. But even with
that's
you
even
offering
more
to pay
bizarre
for any damages that might have been incurred by the business, it still fails to account for how much worse this could have been since the lock was allegedly picked and since there's still camera or tape on the camera. The salon was left without any defenses. Its force field was shut down from the inside here. It was just left completely open and accessible to anyone, as illustrated by 2 other authorities coming in and taking some mints. This could have been significantly worse for the salon here. It's just lucky no one decided to act while the camera was disabled and everything was unlocked. So yeah, just another Secret Service L here. That's really about it.
Oh man.
Yeah. I've become...
I honestly don't have words for this. It's like, what the heck is happening over there? Like, just the level of, you know, if this wasn't on, if there wasn't a recording or something, if it wasn't like on the news, you'd be like, you'd hear the story and go like, nah, baloney, you're just messing with me. Meanwhile, in real life, bizarre things that happen that you just question everything. This was funny though. Oh man. I will be giggling for a few days every time I go to the bathroom.